Sam Dehne.
Sam Dehne, the Encyclopedia of Reno Government. Sam is an Air Force Academy graduate, spent many years flying fighters and bombers, defending our nation. And by the way, you claim that that's Mayor Cashell up there. I think you ought to at least have some proof. We've got the Chief of Police over here to verify it. Maybe the last four of his Social Security number, or his mother's maiden name, or at least his patented belly laugh. He claims to be the mayor. At any rate, we do have a quorum here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And maybe you can even tell the folks why he's not at the meeting. People like to know when the mayor's not here, somebody important's not here, they're wondering, is he laying in the hospital bed on the telephone or what? Mainly I'm here to talk about the Chief of Police, Steve Pitts, who Sam constantly and almost ubiquitously recommended to be the new Chief of Police. And I'm glad that you followed my directives and hired him as the Chief of Police. And even beyond that, I've been telling you over and over and over again to take 50% pay cuts so you can use that as a bully pulpit to ask other folks to take pay cuts. Well, the Chief of Police over there, unknown to Sam, he took me a step further. He took a 75, according to the media, excuse me, I have to qualify that. According to the media, he took a 75% pay cut. That is wonderful. You know what page that made? It made somewhere around page 9A in the fine print. That should be on the headlines. That should really be on the headlines. The media regurgitators, they hide behind the freedom of speech. The cowardly media hides behind freedom of speech, demanding to know everybody's salary from the city council to the city manager to the ice cream salesman out there. Why don't we find out what their salaries are? Maybe it's about time we looked into the salaries of these news regurgitators, or even their backgrounds. Where did they learn to be supposed journalists and anchors on television? They're mostly a bunch of the lowest common denominators that you could possibly find to hire. I'm assuming, not counting potential offshore accounts they might be getting, money under the table, I'm assuming they're making just over minimum wage, because as far as I can ever see, by reading their stuff or watching them on television or listening to them on the radio, the best I can ever see is that they are the lowest common denominators, that the poobahs and potentates who sign the checks, pull the strings, snatch the bodies, and steal the votes, that those folks could hire to push their buttons. And oh wow, I got an extra couple of seconds there. As I close out, I do want you to know that unlike most of the other people in Nevada, Sam is not running for Congress. The list down there gets bigger and bigger, and I noticed that the name Dehne did make it on there, which will probably cause those Supreme Court judges to stamp those guys out of existence and let the Republican and the Democratic Party play Stalin and Hitler and appoint their own people.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, we've been able to reach